Boxing fans, what's good? How y'all doing? I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've been out of town and stuff, but here we go. Man, Kell Brook and Errol Spence fight. That was a great fight. I chose Kell Brook to win, and I had my reasons. And if you actually I just watched the fight today, and I didn't listen to nobody's post-fight video. I wanted to just watch it fresh and just give my opinion without watching anybody's, without being influenced by anybody's post-fight video. So that's what I did for the most part. I chose Kell Brook to win the fight, and I'm kind of proud that I did, because the fight didn't really go the way I thought it was gonna go, but it was better. Like, it was way better. I took some notes because I had to watch it like twice. I watched it last night and I watched it again this morning because I wanted to be on point. Now, I'm just pointing some things out, right? This is the second time that boxing is giving us a great fight this year alone. Like the Klitschko and Joshua fight, that was a very good fight. And now this Spence and Kell Brook, that's another great fight. Like, to me, Kell Brook seems to be the better boxer. Like, this fight really tells you, like, it takes a lot to be a champion. Like, it takes a lot to win fights. It's not just skills. Trust me. It's not just skills. It takes a lot more than skills. Sometimes, some of the qualities of a great fighter is you fight somebody that, the person is better when it comes to skill, when it comes to punch selection, but you might be better at other things. So some of the things that I saw, like, let me just give you some of the pointers that I saw in this fight. Number one, Kell Brook is extremely big. I don't know what Kell Brook weighed that night, but that guy is looking like a middleweight in there. Like, you could even see the body structure of both of them. You could see Spence. Spence looks leaner. Kell Brook's body just looks fuller. You know what I'm saying? He's the bigger guy. So I knew that was going to butter Spence a little bit, because Kell Brook is also a very good fighter. You guys could see Kell Brook's punch selection. It was great. The jab, the 1-2, the sneaky uppercut that he's trying to throw in as Errol Spence was trying to rush in. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook's, movement. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, he moves his head too. He's just a good boxer. You feel me? It seems Kell Brook actually has the faster punches. I don't know if his punches were faster than Spence's, or if it's just straighter. You know what I'm saying? Because he was throwing a lot of straight punches. Now, with Errol Spence is a relentless attacker, but a smart attacker. Errol Spence kind of reminds me of Sean Porter, but a more effective Sean Porter. I think I've said this before in my prediction video. Errol Spence is like a Sean Porter, but sharper. A Sean Porter that comes in, at different angles. A Sean Porter that has a precise punch. Not just throwing the punches, actually throwing the punches and pointing. I like to call it pointing. Like throwing at a specific spot in your opponent's body. You know what I'm saying? Like, Errol Spence is relentless. Look, Errol Spence's number one attribute is his relentlessness. And the fact that their relentlessness actually carries through. It carries through from round one all the way to whatever the fuck round the fight is going. This guy is relentless. There were points where he has a good high guard. There were points where he had to be in the high guard trying to figure out Kell Brook. Because Kell Brook was just bam, bam. To me, okay, let me just put it to you guys this way. This is the notes that I took. Round one, I said it was even. But Spence, seems to like, if I have to give it to somebody, I'll give it to Spence. Round two, I give it to Spence because of the body work. But I could have easily given it to Brook. Round two, I give it to Brook. Round three, I give to Brook. Round four, I give to Brook. Round five, I give to Spence. Round six, I give to Brook. Round 7, I give to Spence. Round 8, I give to Spence. Round 9, I give to Spence. Round 10, Spence. Round 11, Brook got knocked out. So the fight kind of turned around like round 5, round 6. But what turned the fight was still going on. Like, Brook was still in there. But you could see Errol Spence kind of like taking over. You can see Kell Brook moving back because at the beginning, Kell Brook was on his front foot, making Errol Spence kind of move back. Now, Errol Spence was fighting decently moving back, but he was going side to side. Like, he moves back, but he doesn't go straight back. Like, he cuts instead going side. And Kell Brook was still following him, you know what I'm saying? But then the fight started to change. And all of a sudden, Errol Spence just started kind of like moving forward. Errol Spence did a good job because Kell Brook was tying him up. But you could see, you know, you could get tied up, right? And while you're being tied up, you're still trying to punch. And when you can't punch, you're trying to get off the tie. Like, that's what Spence was doing. Like, he wasn't, like, Kell Brook was tying him up, but Errol Spence was like, nah, you ain't tying me up. He was like, you could see him trying to just roughly, just trying to get off the tie. So, at every point in this fight, right, both fighters were burning energy. There was no slow rounds. Errol Spence wasn't having it. Errol Spence was not. Even while he was in the high guard, you know what I'm saying, and taking Kell Brook's punches and stuff. Kell Brook had to be careful because he was catching and shooting. Errol Spence was catching and shooting. Like, you could tell. Like, okay, I don't understand what you're doing, Brook, so you're throwing a lot of punches. I'll be in my high guard, but I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to punch right now. And he has a good chin, too, because Errol Spence took some punches. You see, I like fights like this. I chose Kell Brook to win, but I'm not mad that Errol Spence won because I knew Errol Spence was everything he is, but I just had to see the fight because I'm not at the gyms seeing Errol Spence. You know, I have to see it for myself. I have to see how he does against a fighter that I consider the best welterweight, which is Kell Brook. I have to see how Errol Spence does. And as you guys can see, the Errol Spence people. Oh, by the way, I'm an Errol Spence guy. I've been an Errol Spence guy, but now I'm in it for, like, just like I did with Joshua. I'm in it because this guy proved it to me. But I still respect Kell Brook, and Kell Brook is still a good fighter. You can see that Kell Brook, I don't want to use the word Kell Brook quit because I don't think he quit because their high was busted. Something happened. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just quit because Errol Spence was over relentless. It was because Errol Spence did something. That's why he quit. The eyes was bothering him. So he kind of had no choice. I know a lot of people is going to say, well, Kell Brook doesn't have heart. You should have stuck to his, you know, whatever. But, dude, trust me, man, when you're in that ring and you find a guy like Errol Spence and you know that there's a part of your body that's bothering you, we're talking about the eyes now. It's probably the same eyes that Kell Brook got hurt when he fought Golovkin. And you know this Errol Spence guy, this guy is not tired. This guy is not tired. This guy fought the way he fought from round 1 to round 11. So, let me just say this, right? Errol Spence, right? Errol Spence, to me, what makes him so good, and in this fight, he's in London. You know, I mean, he went to Sheffield. So he's in Kell Brook's backyard. So I can understand that there has to, you know, just out the blue, you have to give Kell Brook the upper hand because he's fighting in his hometown. So I can see why, you know, this fight might be a rough fight for Kell Brook a little bit. But the thing about this Errol Spence boy is this. You can't go fight this guy thinking you're going to rest, thinking you're going to get tired, or thinking like you're just going to be boxing. No, you can't afford, you can't do that. Like, I'll tell you guys right now, I don't think Kid Turman could beat Errol Spence. Because Errol Spence, you have to fight throughout. He's going to give you the kind of fight that Sean Porter gave you. But he's going to do it better. With harder punches, complete relentlessness, and good defense in between too. Because he's going to be bending at the waist. He's going to be going side to side. You know what I'm saying? While you're throwing your hooks. But he's going to be relentless when he's coming for you. So the thing about Errol Spence is this. This guy is a very dangerous fighter. This guy is a fighter to reckon with. Like, some of the notes I took in the fight, let me just read it to you guys. I said Brook was big, good jab, 1-2. Nice high guard for Spence, good movement. Kell Brook, smart punch selection. Because Kell Brook was the better boxer. To me. My opinion. Errol Spence, relentless pressure. Spence has chin. Spence kind of punches harder to me. But the thing about the fight is, Kell Brook is really big, man. So you got to give Errol Spence some props because Kell Brook is big. And look, Errol Spence was relentless, even though Kell Brook is big. Like, it just kept grinding. Like, I'm winning this fight. It just kept grinding, going to the body, throwing hooks, just kept coming. Even when it was going backwards, it was still in a fighting spirit. You could tell this guy is the truth. I see why they call him the truth. Errol Spence is, look, for those guys that saying Errol Spence is the #1 welterweight, I agree. I agree because I don't see what welterweight could beat this guy. Kid Thurman cannot beat Errol Spence. And I'm going to look into when that fight, if they ever make that fight, I'm going to look into it and make a proper prediction. But I don't think Kid Thurman could beat Errol Spence. Kell Brook, I salute you. You're a great fighter. But even you have to understand that this Errol Spence boy is just a different caliber of fighter. Okay? So for you guys saying Kell Brook quit, don't look at it that way, guys. Let's look at it like something happened. He got hurt. You know what I'm saying? The eye socket is probably broken again. This fight might be the beginning of the end for Kell Brook, like literally. Because when you start, you know what I'm saying, when your eye sockets start getting fucked up twice and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that's a problem. And you have to choose life before boxing. So Kell Brook, take the American fight, make all the money you can make, and think about, you know, just calling it quit from boxing, man. Don't hurt yourself. You proved yourself. You lost to a great fighter in a great fight. You know, the belt was sticking the right way. Errol Spence, shout out to you. You fought good. You took the belt the right way. I'm happy. I like that. That moves boxing forward. That's what's been happening. Joshua took the belt the right way from Klitschko. Errol Spence took the belt the right way from Kell Brook. I mean, he went to Sheffield, guys. If this fight had went 12 rounds, I know Kell Brook would have won. But this guy dug deep and relentless fighter. What a great fight, man. Now, I haven't made no post-fight video in a while. Let me just talk about the Terence Crawford-Diaz fight. I chose Terence Crawford to win the fight, but I had no idea Terence Crawford was going to win that way. He totally outclassed and embarrassed Diaz. Terence Crawford is in another level. And I made a top 10 pound-for-pound video a couple of months back. You guys watch out. I'm going to make another one. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. And I'm ready for anybody that wants to argue. But Terence Crawford is #1, pound for pound. Whatever reason you have that you think is not, just type it there. And then we'll talk about it. If you call me some bullshit, or I'm just going to look at you like a whack boxing fan. But you have to give me some good reasons. But please, you're going to have to find these reasons, because I don't see how this Terence Crawford cannot be #1 with his last performance. And I'm saying, just look at the last performance, B. Like, this guy, this is the second time that I've watched an Errol Spence fight and I've been speechless. This guy does everything. He moves. He can move all, like, movement, A+. Whichever way you want it. You don't even know what this motherfucker is going to do. He just comes to the fight, and then whatever you bring, he gives you whatever you bring. Whichever way you want to fight, he'll give it to you. Terence Crawford, if you don't know, you better know. The Gervonta Davis fight, that was good too. Gervonta Davis went to England, did his thing. A lot of people talking about Gervonta Davis versus Lomachenko. Personally, I don't think Gervonta Davis is ready for that yet. And I'm sure that Floyd knows that. But I think, after, maybe you get there. But, man, great night of boxing, man. Kell Brook, hold your head up. The English fans, I salute you guys, man. You guys right now single-handedly pushing boxing forward. You guys are doing great. You know what I'm saying? To all the guys down to his boxing nature, everybody that talked about Errol Spence, I see what you guys are saying now. And I already seen it. It's just that Errol Spence, most of his fights, most of his comparisons is in the gym. And I wasn't in the gym, so I can't choose a fighter based on what somebody else says. I have to see it myself, but I seen it. Great night of boxing. More to come, baby. You guys have a great weekend and do something positive and be good. All right?